Hi, my name's Lizzie and I'm from creatingandstamping.blogspot.com, and I'm here today to show you how to make this wonderful little A6 gift box envelope that fits inside for beautiful cards that you've made, handmade cards. Now I've chosen to do Christmas ones using a couple of different stamp sets, all using the Winter Frost designer paper, as you can see. Okay, now I'm not going to show you how to make the cards. Please do feel free to visit my blog if you'd like to know the details of the cards. I'm just concentrating on the box this evening. Okay, now I searched and searched trying to find a box that would fit standard UK size C6 envelopes, and I couldn't find it, so I've designed one. So here we are. This is really simple and easy if you have the new envelope punch board by Stampin Up, which is released today. Now this is a wonderful little gadget, and the things that I've been making with it are just, well, I never believed it, and I can't wait to show you them all, but for now we'll stick with this. Now if you can see the measurements up here, it's got in the white all in inches and underneath is all in centimetres. Well, today we're going to work with the centimetres, okay? And you have a little scoring tool here that comes out the side. Okay, so you'll be needing that. And then you need a piece of card. I've chosen Pool Party. This is 25 centimetres by 25 centimetres. The reason I've done it in centimetres is actually because I found it got closer to the C6 size. So, you can see this area here. I'll bring it a little closer. There is, this is your cutting blade in here, this is your score line that you're going to be using, and this is for lining up on the other side, okay? It'll all become clear. This is a punch, push it down, and on the other side here we have the corner rounder punch, okay, which gives this lovely rounded corner here. Okay, so on with the box. Right, so your first line up needs to be at 9.2 centimetres just here on the board, which is, if you can see, it's actually 3 5/8. But as I said, I'm sticking with the centimetres, so score it to the end, and I know it will go off the page, don't worry about that. And then you need to make a punch, okay? Then move it just along to 11, which is here, 0.3, okay? So that's just there, and again you score it and you punch. Now that's the only measurements we needed, okay? What we do now is turn it, and remember I said about lining it up. You line your score line with this little point here, and then you score down and punch. Again, you line up your second one, score and punch. Okay, turn it, and exactly the same, and you do that on all 4 sides. Again, don't worry about running off the edge of the side. Okay, so what you want to do now is you need to cut out 2 of the corners on each of the long sides, okay? So 1 corner on each long side, like so. Okay, that's going to be your top section. And then we fold all of these over using our bone folder to make a nice crease. So it's a nice sharp crease, really. Nice and easy. Okay, and on these ones here, your bottom corners, you're just going to cut up to the line so that these little corners will fold in like that, okay? Right, so basically that's what we made. We pop those in, fold it up, and there we go, you've got your box, okay? So now to put it together, first of all we're just going to use our punch board here and make our corners nice and rounded, so we just slot that in and punch, and again on the other side. Okay. Right, so now you just want to put tape about halfway up this side because it just needs to be as long as this. Any further and your cards are going to stick to the inside. And we don't want that. So, pop your tape on. See, that's the angle I'm working at here. And the other side. You could, of course, use snail tape at this point, but I'm out of it, so I'm using red tape. Okay, and then just line it up gently on each side. Make sure that you're not bending these sides in too far, otherwise you're squishing your box a bit. Okay, so just line it up nicely, gently push down. Okay, so now you've made your box. Very nice, isn't it? And it will fit the cards in, as shown. Beautifully fitting. Okay, so now just to do the band. So basically you need a strip of card from your designer paper stack. It's the width, the entire width, by 5.5. So that's 30.5 centimetres by 5.5 centimetres. And then on the scoreboard, you score at, see if I can just get a bit closer with that. Okay, so we're scoring at 21 centimetres and 22.5. Okay, and then we're going to turn it around and do the same. And the reason I've done that, 21 by 22.5, is because I wanted to do 7.5, but if you look, the 7.5 on here, it's not, it's 7.25. You see there? So it does send the measurements out slightly. So as a result, I've had to do it this way. Okay. Fold it up. Right, now to create that nice little point that I've done, again I'm going to use the envelope punch board because it's easy. So, with just one of the ends, you're just going to line it up in the middle of your, you see there, right in the middle, okay? This is just so that you know you're doing it perfectly straight. Do one on that side. Line it up again, and if you can, just line up your score line with that. If you can feel it. Score again. And then we're just going to cut them two score lines, cut up them. Like that. And then give it a little punch on this side. Make it nice and rounded. Okay. Now, rather than sticking it together like this, you could send it a bit out of shape and it doesn't quite fit and you'd be really annoyed with yourself. Pop it onto your box first. Fold it round. Like that. Okay. And then you can stick it down with a little bit of tape underneath there. I think my measurement might have been just slightly out with that one. But you get the gist. The other way to do a belly band actually is to just get your piece of paper, wrap it round and pinch it. There and there, there and there. The same on the other end, and then just make those score lines quite sharp. Put that on upside down. Turn it round. This is, by the way, my first video, so please excuse the waffling, bad camera angles, whatever. And we're going to finish with a frosted embellishment. So just use one of those. I absolutely love these. These are so sparkly. Pop that on. And onto your thing. And there we have it. Absolutely gorgeous little gift package for somebody. For those of you that do school fairs, perhaps it'd be a good little raffle prize for some of them. All sorts of things. And of course you can do it for birthdays. You could do an all occasions card pack set. So those are the cards that I made, and they've all used the Winter Frost DSP, the glimmer paper, some dazzling details diamonds, and a couple of the stamps, the Christmas stamp sets. Really simple, really effective, and a beautiful gift. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you'd like to know any more details of any of the items I've used, especially for the cards, please do check out my blog at www.creatingandstamping.blogspot.com. Thank you, bye.